Hello. I thought I was teaching, but I was learning. This is your host, Vishu Patel. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever started something thinking you were going to help somebody else's, only to discover you were the one changing? That's exactly what happened to me. When I started this podcast, I thought I was simply sharing story from my life. I thought I was engaging my thoughts. I hope that maybe one lesson from my journey might help somebody else. But something unexpected happened. People often think a broadcast change its audience. What surprised me is that the broadcast changed its host first. Every episode changing me a little more. When I look back at those first 10 episodes, I didn't think about camera or the microphone or the editing. I think about the question because before I could ask those questions, I had to answer them to myself. Question about success, purpose, forgiveness, even boundaries, patience, presence ideally, presence identity. Those weren't just a broadcast topic. They become mirror. And even times I look into one, and every time I looked into one, I discover another part of myself. One of the biggest lesson I would say I learned is that I'm far more emotional resilient than I once realized. There was a time when criticism stayed with me for days, when I believe other people's opinion define me. Today, I understand something very different. People have people are allowed to have opinion. We all do. But I don't have to build my identity around their opinions. That realization has given me far more freedom than I ever expected. Another lesson become impossible to ignore. Without your health, success is difficult to enjoy. For many years, I believe I could always taking care of my health later. After one more business, one more goal, one more achievement. But later has way of becoming years. Now I see health differently. Health isn't a reward for success. It's what allows us to enjoy success. The hardest episode for me to record was episode 10, talking about my father, my family, my childhood. Some memories brought smile on my face, other brought tears. But I learned something. The story we try hardest to hide are often the stories somebody else's need to hear. The episode that touched me deepest was the birthday gift. Looking through old photographs with my son and hearing him quietly remind me that I wasn't present for some of those moments changed something inside of me forever. That conversation didn't fill me with the guilt, it filled me with the gratitude. Gratitude that I still had a time to choose differently. That single conversation refined success for me. This broadcast has changed the way I live. Today, I protect my peace. I choose my relationship more carefully. I no longer feel responsible for explaining myself to everyone around. And I will discover something beautiful. Every time you say no to what drains you, you create the space for what truly matters. When I recorded my very first episode, I believed success was something you achieved. Today, I believe success is someone you become. It isn't measured by money or title or business. It's measured by your character, your peace, your health, your happiness, your relationships, and what you are becoming more authentic every day. And whatever you are becoming more authentic every year. People sometimes ask, who I becoming? My answer is still evolving. But today, I'm becoming someone who protect her peace, someone who respond instead of react, someone who choose purpose over ego, someone who value relationship more than recognition, somebody who wants to leave the next generation better than they found it. And honestly, I think that's a much better definition of success. Before I leave you today, I would like to share this week Life Beyond Success practice. It's called Evolved. E. Examine your belief. Ask yourself, what belief am I holding on to that no longer serves me? We value progress over perfection. Growth isn't perfect, it's honest. Oh, own your story. Your path shapes you, but it does not have to define your future. L. Learn continuously. The moment we think we are learn everything, we stop growing. We value authenticity. Stop trying to impress everyone. Start become genuine. Start becoming someone you genuinely admire. E. Embrace changes. Every new version of yourself required letting go or an old one. This week, don't try to practice all six. Choose just one. Small changes, repeated consistency create extraordinary lives. Before we finished, I like to leave you with the one question. Not what you achieved this past year, but how you but how have you changed? Because one day people may forget your achievement, but they will always remember the person you become. If today's conversation make you pause, I would love to hear your answer in the comment. How have you changed in the past year? If somebody came to mind while you was listening or watching, share this episode with them. It may be exactly what they need today. And if you are trying to build a life that's meaningful, not just successful, I would love for you to join me every week here on the Life Beyond Success. Until next time, keep asking better question because better question creates better lives.